Now, for the next concept, redirection, I'm going to tell you some really crazy and interesting stories. Think of examples like this. Avis, we're number 2, so we try harder. And allegedly, they weren't even number 2 at the time. But hey, this way people will think we're at least number 2. Buckley's, it tastes awful, and it works. Or buy Volvos. They're boxy, but they're good. I want to take this concept and assume you've been even more successful in your world. You decide to retire. You move to Europe, and pretty soon you find yourself in Amsterdam. It's beautiful, but you get a little bored being retired, so you get a job, a nice easy one. And you're working for the local canals. You love them so much, why not? The canals are beautiful, but they're also the drinking water. So your job seems pretty easy. Keep the canals clean. But then you realize that every year on the Queen's Day parade, there are 1 million people who flood into those streets and canals, and there's this new runaway trend. With social media or something, people start getting excited about relieving themselves in your pristine canals. They're peeing in your drinking water. You measure it and find that 8,000 liters of urine went into the canal, your drinking water, in 8 hours. How do you fix that? How do you make sure that's not a runaway trend for next year? Like, you put up a sign, don't pee in our drinking water, but people should know that. You could say, it's illegal, put that on the sign, but then people will definitely pee on your sign and take a picture of it. It'll go more viral. Selfie. So what do? They decide to get inspired by the water gun games that you see at the carnival, and they make their own carnival games. They set up 200 urination stations all around the city where people compete to see who's the best and maybe, just maybe, win their diploma. And I say people because the ladies got into it as well. Now, each of those diplomas has the little water utility stamp on it, reminding people, oh yeah, that's our drinking water, helping to rechannel the behavior, but also tying the perception and the cool factor right back to that water utility. They teach us that you don't necessarily have to fight an unstoppable force, but you can rechannel momentum to your advantage. And that is the art of the redirect. Redirection includes refocusing, reprioritizing, reversing, surprising, and gamifying. The homework for redirection is to ask what big forces or rituals could you rechannel, and where could you surprise and delight your customer? Which pattern do you want to learn next? Visit betterandfaster.com to continue your journey. Human hearts, rocket ships, scorpions, and origami. These might seem unrelated, but if you understood chaos, if you could connect the dots, I could make you better at anything. Better innovator, better investor, better at adapting.